Let's start with our second video on signing up. Signing up is probably the easiest way to put cash in your pocket immediately. All you really have to do is sign up. So let's talk about how this process works. If you've watched football or really any sport recently, you've no doubt noticed the incessant amount of commercials for FanDuel, and you've seen at the end of almost all of them some offer for a bonus code. Now, there are really only two bonus codes at FanDuel. One of them gives you a free entry into a $25 game, which is okay, it's $25. The other one is a matched bonus of up to $200. That is really the most important one that you can play because obviously $200 is more than $25. Of course, the advantage to the $25 one is that you don't have to put in any money to start with. However, I would strongly recommend you go for the matched $200 bonus. I put my bonus code up here on the screen, but like I said, they're all basically the same, so use any one you want as long as it gets you that matched $200. For those of you who do the $200 bonus code, what you're going to get there is actually not an immediate $200 deposit into your account. So this is sort of where FanDuel kind of misleads you a little bit. What you're going to get is you're going to get a pending bonus of $200 that unlocks slowly over time. What you have to do in order to unlock it is to play in FanDuel games, which isn't terribly hard, and it's going to unlock 4% at a time. So for every $100 you invest, you'll get 4% of your bonus deposited after that week is done. So what this kind of allows you to do is get a little bit of your money back every single time you play. And over the course of the whole season, if you're playing, $200 a week, you should have the majority of that money unlocked at the end of a single season. Unfortunately, the problem with this is if you lose or if you bust out right away, you're only going to get $6 or $7 worth of that bonus unlocked. You'll never get the whole bonus unlocked until you keep replaying over and over and over again. But it is our goal to avoid you losing. So watch the rest of these videos before you start to invest in FanDuel games. Okay, on this slide I want to go really fast over the absolute basics of how to play FanDuel as far as NFL football goes. I'm not a huge fan of many other sports, although I do watch basketball and occasionally wager on it, but my favorite sport is football, and I think that the most games that you're going to find on FanDuel are going to be during the NFL football season. So here's how we play. As I've already stated, it's very similar to fantasy football. What you're going to do is you're going to choose your lineup. 1 kicker, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 defense, 1 kicker. You get a certain amount of money to do this. You get 60,000 acquisition dollars. And what this allows you to do is sort of vary the players you play. You cannot, for instance, just choose to play Aaron Rodgers and Todd Gurley and Adrian Peterson and Antonio Brown and Calvin Johnson and just get every single big name out there. You have to play some lower priced, less well-known guys, and this is their way of sort of balancing out all the rosters so that not everybody picks all straight superstars. It is possible to play 3 or 4 big name guys every single week, but you will have to sort of balance your roster. FanDuel is a half point per reception league, which means every time any player, running back or wide receiver or tight end, catches a ball, they get 0.5 points immediately added on. So it's a little bit different than some fantasy football leagues. The majority of them are usually either a full point per reception or they're no points per reception and you just get points based on yardage. I think the half point system is probably the best. It doesn't change the way that you play most of the time, although it does give a slight increase to players like, let's say, Julian Edelman or Jarvis Landry, who may not have the most yards every week, but who definitely get 10 or 11 catches, and that's not considered like an outlier figure. It'll give them a little bit of an extra boost, but aside from that, it doesn't really change the way you play.